Now boarding for Rebuild of Joycast, your weekly destination for anime, manga, and more.
As promised, we have brought Steena onto the train. Steena!
Yes.
It's good to have you back.
I'm happy to be here. I'm happy to not be working today.
I think you're also happy to, finally not be in the comment section yelling at Val. Now you can do it in person.
Yeah. Awesome.
This is going to be
Can't
the episode where I quietly go to the side and be on my best behavior. But before then, basically we brought Steena on to talk because we all saw One Piece Film Red. We didn't get the screener, so we had to wait a week before we could all see it and now talk about it.
And pay money to see it at that.
Yep. Was it well worth the
admit.
price of admission? We'll see. But first, Steena is also here because, as if you're watching this on YouTube, you see we have just released a trailer for our first original sci-fi audio drama, These Backwards Echoes, which is written and directed by Steena.
Yes. Yay.
This has
I'm so
been
happy for me.
This has been like a year in the almost a full year in the making. A little more than, because I remember we sat around a hot tub, I don't know, it was a pool in Orlando with Cody, and we said, all right, what are we doing? Like, we need to do something new.
I didn't start writing it until I thought October, November. So it was a couple weeks before we went to Disney.
Because we were in Disney the last week, the last week of October, and we sat there and we discussed some things. There's another project that no one knows about yet that was discussed during this meeting.
Little tiny secret.
But These Backwards Echoes was one of them, man. It's crazy that a full year later, it has now arrived. It's on Patreon right now. If it's basically the link, either you're listening to this on our podcast platforms or on YouTube, just go to the description, hit our Patreon, any tier donation, you can listen to it right now. Otherwise, it's becoming publicly available November 18th, which is a Friday.
It'll be this Friday.
Yep.
The day this is coming out.
I think it's gonna be one of our first podcasts that's gonna be on Apple as well.
Oh, really? Oh,
Yep.
shit.
I think we're finally making the move to Apple.
Ah.
And hopefully Joycast will follow as well. So we can extend our audience a little bit more.
Yeah.
But the podcast boss, Cody, says that the podcasts are doing well, so
That's good.
we take his word for it. Because he doesn't let me watch those numbers. He knows the YouTube numbers already drive me insane.
I have those numbers. We're doing a review very soon.
That's all business. Steve, just tell us a little bit about Sell TBE, These Backwards Echoes, to our audience, our podcast listeners. Why should they also be picking up on this?
The basic premise is that there is a plot for human extinction, which everyone just kind of agrees that they'll die out voluntarily in 2075. So humanity's basically given up hope, natural disasters and super mooses are running rampant, and then this girl from the future kind of gets bummed about it, as one does, and starts, she's most sad no one will be around to, remember her after she dies. She'll never leave a legacy like generations before her, so she says, alright, if no one will remember me after I die, I'm gonna use this device that I've found to send messages about myself and my life to the past, and I'll just, let them know, hey, I was here before we all die. The problem is no one in the past she sent this to knew they were gonna die, and she starts revealing some super top secret shit much earlier than the elites intended.
I just remember when you were writing about it on Wattpad, it was basically, it struck me as a light novel, like a weekly light novel, and the premise just blew me away. So when you presented that to the meeting, we're like, hey, we should actually make a show out of this. I was like, hell yeah. It's such a cool concept. The cast is very different from it. Anyone who just follows us on YouTube, JoyRide Entertainment, we have only 2 returning cast members, you and Mina. Otherwise, it's...
Sam, too.
Oh, yeah, Sam as well. You're right.
Yep. Not this episode.
Not this episode, but yeah.
Episode after next.
But then, but basically, it's a brand new cast. And, crazy. And one of our cast members just happens to also be Ultraman.
So sick.
Daniel Van Thomas is in the cast of These Backwards Echoes.
I lost my mind.
We just snuck his ass in there.
Some of the auditions I got, like folks that submitted their reels and then I got to cold read with, I'm like, it is unreal that I am in a call with these people right now.
And that's not even the craziest cast member. Like I said, we have another secret audio drama in the works.
Yeah.
And we have a huge voice actor in that one.
Oh, I'm so excited.
That's just crazy. It's just like I said, it blew me away because like when we do the parody stuff, like Chainsaw Man musical bombed, and I was like, oh man, that sucks. And then at the same time, we announced These Backwards Echoes, like, yeah, my stupid anime parody bombed, but also I produce a series with Ultraman in it. So like, that's the kind of world we live in.
Like, it was super, like, it was like humbling in a way. I was like, they're taking me and what I'm doing very seriously. Which already has me just like fired up to keep working on it. Like, that's my favorite thing, is the cast is so enthusiastic about it.
Because it's good. Like I said, that when you presented that, I said this is a freaking winner. You're gonna have anyone you want if they feel as passionately as you do about it. You got anyone. As you see, we've got some
I have
crazy
people that
castings.
did cold reads and didn't get cast that genuinely were like, I'm so excited to hear this, and I'm like,
Yep.
oh, damn.
Yep.
Like,
It's been so miserable having to keep this a secret for so long.
yeah, I know, it's been excruciating.
It has been excruciating, but again, anyone who's listening on Patreon, you got it now. And next week, y'all will get it on YouTube, and I'm so excited. I can't wait for you guys to hear it. But
I hate to interrupt.
Yeah.
Because I know you guys are super happy about this, but I have some terrible news actually.
What
that's
happened?
just come up. Kevin Conroy has died.
no, you've beat me to my segue. Yep, this just happened. As Steena was
Yeah.
talking about this, I was looking through my notes, and I'm like, oh damn,
Something sad.
Kevin motherfucking Conroy, the Batman.
The Batman.
Every Batman's great, but only one of them has single-handedly owned their role.
The DC animated universe's Batman is the absolute pinnacle of Batman. I think everyone can agree on that.
Yes.
Anyone who's watched
Yeah,
the 90s
that
series.
is Batman. Like, for our generation, 100%.
For multiple generations at this point.
Well,
like,
yeah, that's
he's
true.
dipped in and out, but towards the end there, he was back in it. He was primarily as Batman.
I was saying,
I'm
more
usually-
iconic than Adam West, I'll say it. Like, just...
I love Adam West.
I
yeah,
love
you know,
him.
I love him too.
Again, every Batman's great. Even
But
even
iconic-wise.
Batfleck is great. There's never been a bad Batman.
No.
If you
But
say
what
that,
I'm
you're
saying is
lying.
the icon of the Batman.
I
Yeah.
never
Like-
understood
And that's
hatred
just a
for
further
Ben
testament to
Affleck,
Kevin
be
Conroy's
honest.
skill. It's
Exactly.
all good Batman, but one of them perfection.
It's just fuck. I'm honestly, it's one of those things. Kevin Conroy is just such an iconic Batman that I am genuinely surprised whenever I see any Batman project come up and it's like, oh, it's not Kevin Conroy.
Yeah.
It's like he was in I believe he was in the Arkham games.
Yes, which was
Initially.
a great. I mean, that was his resurgence into the role. Like
Mm-hmm.
whoever decided that casting, brilliant, because that was a
Absolutely.
return. Because before then, I think it was Jason Eccles. I think was
Mm.
Batman in the animated DCU for a while. Another great one. But then in the games, it was Kevin Conroy. And go figure, video games have a larger budget.
I think
but
I think
yeah.
you're thinking about the Batman, right?
The Batman. That
The
was
Batman
Eccles. That
cartoon
was
with like Black Joker, basically.
basically Black Joker, but one of the most interesting Jokers ever.
He's alright. I don't think he's. I like that Joker. I wouldn't say he's the most interesting Joker ever.
He's
It
the
was
most
just a-
unique. Let's be honest. They made
Yeah,
they
I
made a
suppose so.
physically formidable Joker.
Yeah, no, I suppose in that.
I think
regard,
it got weaker with time because I think they kind of gave up on that. Because in later seasons, they definitely kind of went, all right, now we need to make him classic Joker, and they kind of dialed him back. And it was a shame because like he had this whole like straitjacket motif. Like the people who worked on it, I think the same people who worked on it worked on Jackie Chan Adventures. I think that was the same team, so they had a whole kung fu kit going. And it's a very fascinating take. I really enjoyed it. And
No,
it was funny because at
absolutely.
the
It was a good
time,
show.
that's when DC's assets were a bit divided, kind of like Marvel's, where they didn't have the rights to Robin for a while, so they had to introduce Batgirl first. It was really interesting. And it was
I
cool. It
remember
gave
that,
her a bit of a
actually, yeah.
spotlight for a while.
Yeah, and she was like constantly trying to like expose Bruce Wayne for being Batman, or at least be like, I know you're Batman, let me work with you and everything.
Right.
Because there's an episode where she's like, the body, that iconic chin. She was like, she had him dead to rights, and then he throws her off at the very end of the episode. That was a genuinely good show. I liked the
Chin.
yeah. She's all like, chin. It's gotta be him. I liked the in that version of Batman. I really liked the story with Bruce's policeman friend who turns into Clayface.
Yes, yeah. There's some great setups there.
No, it's genuinely a good show. Or how like Killer Moth is like just Killer Moth. He's just a lame dude, and then he gets transformed into like the giant monster form.
Yeah, I think that's when they get to the later seasons, where because they even have the Superman team up. Because again, they finally get their
Justice
assets
League
together. Like at the very end, they start introducing the Justice League because they're like, oh,
yeah,
we got everything
John
together.
Jones
We can actually
is
use
there,
this
the
shit.
Flash. They had they weirdly had Hal Jordan, Green Lantern, which I was like, since I watched the DCAU and I didn't read the comics as a little kid, I didn't even know who Hal Jordan was. I just
No,
thought
most
it was,
kids don't. Most kids growing up with the TV don't know who Hal Jordan is. They're like, no, it was Jon Stewart.
Yeah, and Jon Stewart's sick as fuck. I actually really like Hal Jordan now when I was playing like what was it? Gods Among Us. The fighting game.
Yes, it was
guys.
the DC's version of Mortal Kombat until they just like gave up and just combined them.
Injustice, yeah,
Injustice Gods
1
Among
and 2.
Us.
I would main Hal Jordan because I thought I just think Green Lantern's fucking cool actually.
Have you seen the
Lantern
Green Lantern animated series?
No, is that the 3D one?
Yes, it's actually very good.
Yeah, everyone. I was doing a stream the other day, and someone brought that up. Actually, I have like a few regulars now, and I have like 2 regulars, and
your streams, I always peek in. Yeah.
Yeah, you peek in, insult me, and then skedaddle.
Well, you could just invite me. I can insult you to your face, bitch.
I don't know how busy you are on the days I stream.
I told you, just ping me. Just ping me.
Okay. No, I really should.
And I can tell you
really
yes
should.
or no.
True.
I just don't want to overtake your show.
No, absolutely.
Do that enough here.
I mean, it's nice when you're streaming and you have someone to do most of the talking. I mean, Digimon was just a wash gameplay-wise. Like, we can all admit that, but at least we had a fun conversation.
Yeah, exactly. I'm glad me and Jax were there, because that was miserable.
Dude, if I did that solo, I would have been absolutely miserable without the 2 of you there. Absolutely. That game was just... It's just a disappointment. But, yeah, one of them mentioned, because I brought up Ron Perlman and everything, because he's going to be at the Birmingham Comic-Con along with Lucy, who Steena absolutely adores.
My baby,
Nami,
my baby girl.
And Sunny Straight, so I get Usopp and Nami and Hellboy, which is fucking cool. Because I want to talk to him about stuff like Afro Samurai, and if he remembers anything on that project, because... I don't know if you know this, Ivan. When I was in high school, Afro Samurai was like my favorite fucking anime at the time. I would rewatch it like
that's Toonami, right?
I don't think
so.
It might have been on Toonami.
Across the pond's different, but when we were growing up, Afro Samurai was a Toonami project. I'm pretty sure.
Unless we're thinking of Samurai 7.
We lost Toonami like a good while before you guys did in the UK.
I don't doubt that.
Yeah, like we had Anime Central for a good while, and that had some quality stuff on it. That was
That's the only reason I know about them.
I remember honestly, anime was so rare in the UK on TV. There was like the channel Pop, which I remember catching episodes of fucking Spider Riders on.
You Canadians and European kids got the freaking Spider Riders. Like, I used to hear that a lot back when the abridging community was a lot more active. All I would hear about is Spider Riders and stuff.
I've never even heard of it.
Again, because we're in the States, we've never heard of this.
Steena, look up Spider Riders. It has a dope fucking localized theme song. Not right now, but look it up afterwards. But Anime Central, though, was the UK's anime channel from the years like 2005, I want to say, to around 2009.
Yeah, I'm 100% positive we had like an analog over here, but...
All I know is that other kids, like I said, the UK got Anime Central, and then everyone else got a weird combination of 4Kids and Jetix. Like, they combined, completely different companies combined and went together. And then there was, like, something Toonami. And then the CW did, like, basically when I was in college... before the resurgence of Toonami, friggin' CW had a morning anime block that was basically 4Kids again. But they showed a lot. But basically, they just gave up and they just sold nothing but Dragon Ball Kai.
They did Kirby too, didn't they?
They did a little bit of Kirby, yeah.
Oh,
I
I loved
Kirby
it. Right back
anime.
at you. Yeah, that was a good show. The shows that we had were on Anime Central. Oh, there was a channel called Propeller. I think it's still going. And one time, the dead of night, I caught a single episode, like the tail end of an episode of Elfen Lied, and it was the bit where and it was the bit. Yeah, Steena should know. You should know this bit. So there's this.
When I was in fan dubbing, that was like my first voice role I ever got that I auditioned for. I played Yuka in an Elfen Lied fan dub when I was way too young to have even seen it.
Is Elfen Lied worth watching?
Not today. Not today.
Not today.
Like, honestly, it was pretty revolutionary for its time. Part of it was like, you know how anime used to be with localization. You got what you got, you know? So we got Elfen Lied because it was cheap to license because no one in Japan was super into it. It was not popular.
Really?
But of course, because there was butt fuck nothing in the States, like, everyone just lost their mind over this crazy, violent, weird, kind of gross cartoon.
I might still like it then.
I was
Unless
gonna say
gross in a way that I
it's
don't
pulp.
like.
It's definitely pulp, but it's also just like it's by today's standards. I really would consider it like mid. It's not super remarkable, I think.
Okay, fair enough. Okay, but Anime Central-wise, the stuff I was watching was stuff like, you got Cowboy Bebop, it's where I learned about Full Metal Alchemist, Visions of Escaflowne, which seriously, Steena, you should watch Visions of Escaflowne, it's fucking cool. Ghost in the Shell, Wolf's fucking Rain.
Oh,
that
Wolf's
was like
Rain.
a favorite of mine.
I forgot about Wolf's Rain.
How do you forget about Wolf's Rain? I showed my mom Wolf's Rain, and now she's fallen down an anime pit. She recently watched Ranking Kings.
I was gonna say, I remember you got her down that hole. Speaking of which, I read those chapters, Val. Oh my god, it's so goated.
It's so good. It's so fucking good, dude. The bit where Oken
who
meets
wrote
the
Tetsuya
god.
Adam?
Tetsuya Adam.
Robot Boy or
yeah,
whatever?
the reboot, right?
Not the reboot, just the original. Tezuka.
Oh, Mighty Atom. Mighty
wait,
Atom.
I'm like,
Tezuka,
what
yeah.
are you talking about?
Tezuka.
Yes.
Astro Boy. I'm sorry.
Astro Boy. Yeah.
I knew him as Tetsuya Adam. I'm sorry. I'm a fucking
it's
weeb.
okay. I know. That's what I was thinking. I was like, didn't they just
Robot Boy
reboot
was
it?
a Cartoon Network show that was just a ripoff.
Yeah, no, but yes,
Okay.
Tezuka, he did Princess Knight
Okay,
and Astro
Ranking
Boy.
of Kings' style reminds me of Tezuka, like in a good way.
Yes, absolutely.
Like in a non-racist way.
Like, it especially has, like, honestly, I am 99.99% sure that, like, they're trying to emulate, I know it's the less popular one, but Princess Knight, just because, like, it's the same time.
No, I
period, same
agree, I
style.
agree.
He has the same silly little sword, like...
But the manga, so Val found the chapters, because they're so hard to you can't find them officially.
Are
In
they?
English.
No.
So Val
I'll
found
just start
good
importing manga as it
Sadly,
comes out.
rank-
he found
Ranking
good
Kings.
fan translations that I finally had to read. Oh my god.
Sadly, Ranking Kings is not pretty enough for like a mainstream American company to pick up to translate.
They're dumbasses. They're fools.
I'll do
Yeah.
it. I'll do it. Well, now I won't, because it sounds like someone's got it on lock.
Get in
but-
Kandanchas or Kataka, whoever was doing fucking Boys Run the Riot, get in their hands. They got their fingers on the pulse on what's cool.
Hell yeah.
I was thinking about that the other night. I was like, man, Boys Run the Riot was like
It was
the greatest.
so sick.
The greatest localization I've ever fucking seen. Like,
Yes.
it was so fast. It was so accurate. They were very passionate about it.
Pulse on the moment.
I wish I could find that team. If you're listening, bro, I'd interview you. I'd shake your hand. I'd
Teach
give you a
me
hug.
your ways.
What a great team.
Amazing.
Honestly, it's weird. I mean, obviously it takes time, but it's weird how sometimes companies will be like, just hold back everything and then release it all when we're done. Because one day, I just went out one day and I find out, oh, every chapter of Hunter x Hunter to date has been translated. Like, they just
Wow.
appeared in my local
Localization
comic book shop.
is a bitch, man.
Absolutely.
It's so hard. But again, sometimes when people sense a moment, in the case of Boys Run the Riot, they're like, they could somebody saw that and went, hey, big billion-dollar publishing company, this is the most money you're gonna make in a small amount of time. Get this pushed right now. Somebody tugged the right ball sack at the right time, and that's what I thought was just amazing.
That got cancelled though, didn't it?
It did. I mean, the
Yeah,
main
it
line got
did.
canceled.
Gone too soon.
It was too niche. I knew it was gonna happen.
Yeah.
I was gonna say,
I
was
almost
trying
didn't
to
try it
remember
out
which
'cause it
one
was
Boys
so
from the
niche.
Riot was.
It was very niche, but it was such a strong
It was the
story.
one where there was the trans man and he like started a clothing label and made all these friends, right?
Yeah, and they
Like
they teamed up with a
street clothes label.
YouTuber and basically it was like a shonen for basically like it was
Street
very
fashion.
punk. It was very punk.
Yes.
It was very street level fashion.
very punk, very pro LGBT, like
because the writer of that is
well-written,
trans.
complex trans man character.
Yeah, like it was good. Like it never felt pandery. It was just very authentic and honest.
Well, yeah, and again, like you said, it was written by like a trans person.
Yeah, and like I said, like that was like it was about that, but it really had a hard focus on just fucking punk street level fucking just.
It was about individuality
Yes.
and like finding camaraderie in
Very-
being your authentic self.
Yeah, amongst very different people.
Yes, exactly.
Yeah, and then like I said, the LGBTQ stuff was just like there. It just existed.
Yeah.
It was a character focus for one character.
It colored his
Actually,
experience.
Actually, there was
but-
there was two characters. That were,
Oh
that
yeah,
were queer.
huh? That was kind
Yeah.
of gender non-conforming.
Yeah,
Yeah, that was fun.
and they did a very complex issue with fluidity and stuff. I'm like, okay. It was because you don't see a story like that. You're like, I've never seen anything like this. It's immediately fucking fascinating.
It allows queer people's stories to be about more than being queer.
Exactly.
You know, it was really revolutionary. I hope we see more like it, even if we don't.
I'm
ever
sure
get
that
more
writer's
of
still
that.
working. I know that writer's still on something right now. I just haven't found them
I
again.
pray, I hope and pray that's the case.
I gotta look back into what they're doing right now. But speaking of other writers that we love, writer of Golden Kamuy, they finally confirmed it, Val. It's gonna be a reboot of his one shot for the hockey manga.
Oh.
It's coming out next year. I think the beginning of next year, actually. So very soon.
Like I said, I might just read that one.
Oh, I will. The man has a
No,
love,
I
has a love affair
haven't.
with
I
fucking,
have not gotten into a sports manga or anime for a really, really long time, so I may just watch
Same.
that. Or
I tried the
read that
climbing
one.
girl one, but it didn't work so well. So I'm looking forward.
That
to
was a
this.
fad. That was a fad one for the time.
Yeah, it
I'm
was
trying to
different.
think.
You don't see the ones that aren't team sports do.
Did
well.
I try to get into any sports stuff recently? No, I think I just peeked at the Blue Lock and gave up.
You kind of skipped Blue Lock. You were
All
like,
Bakugos in
"Eh."
the animation, like, okay.
It's like you peeked your head.
Too
in
much,
the
but as our
room
audience
and
said, too much of a thing you
immediately
love. Like, all right.
Out of curiosity, were we starting with manga or the movie?
I don't even know if we're gonna. I'm gonna be honest with you, Val. We could talk about the manga right now because I kind of want to skip Chainsaw Man this week.
You want to? Not much happened. I don't
Nothing much
blame you.
happened.
I mean, it feels like we're kind of
Denji tried to
Denji.
naturally, in air quotes, reveal his secret identity. It was funny. War's sister, we have still not seen her. Basically, Val, I liked the bi-weekly release schedule better. I think he had better page economy then. I think each chapter had more substance bi-weekly versus weekly. Right now, it's just every fucking chapter feels transitionary.
That's the
I
thing.
think you would have just gotten this, but slower and been more disappointed.
I
I don't
disagree.
think so. I don't think so.
that this is evidence that it's being rushed out because there's less and less to each chapter. Because it's like, oh, it's no longer like, oh, okay, I want to make sure I'm advancing the story here. It's, oh shit, I gotta put something out weekly. I gotta get it in there.
Yeah, I wish he'd go back to every other week, because every other week, every chapter was a banger. Now it's like now we're playing a game with Russian roulette.
Like I felt like I spent the entire. I read 5 chapters before this, and it did not feel like 5 chapters. I was like, oh, okay.
Right.
I guess this is fine. I hate her stupid sword, but that's cool.
You also hate the stupid
Val, you and
sword?
Val agree on something. You both hate the sword. I think this sword's hilarious.
I was sitting
Wait,
in the
but
kitchen
why
eating
do you
lunch.
hate the
I was
sword?
eating lunch, and I go, man, are you kidding?
I heard her. Yeah, I was working, and I hear from across the house. Oh, you gotta be kidding me!
Yeah. Well, okay.
Is
so
it
here's
because
what I don't like
is it
about the
because
sword.
she gets stripped? Is it because she gets stripped down naked, or is it because she doesn't actually have to use the sword?
It's a couple things. One, not having to use a sword. 2, I just hate when there's like blatant. I mean, I guess I get it. It's kind of funny because I know he's self-aware about it, but it's like blatant fan.
Because to me, it was clearly a
fan
Kill la Kill
service.
joke.
I didn't like that. Yeah, I was like, this is dumb. I hated it in Kill la Kill, and I hate it now.
But with time passing, yes, I can admit it is a lazy fucking joke.
It's stupid. But then, like, additionally,
Chainsaw Part 2 really is bad.
I'm glad I'm glad he shoehorned in some kind of explanation where she was like, "Oh well, my mom got me this before she died," and I, obviously, like,
that's the
love
part
my
that I
mom.
liked
Yeah,
it.
it makes
I was like,
sense.
okay, like basically, I was like, I hate this, and then immediately after, I'm like, but you're excused this time.
Because it does have a point.
Yep. Anyway,
That's
But yeah, like,
Yeah,
I'd rather
let's
not waste time on
pick it
Chainsaw
up,
Man
'cause
with
we
the fact
got
that we have a big One Piece podcast
big
ahead
ass
of us.
One Piece podcast.
Yeah,
We're already,
this
like,
is
half an
the
hour
One
in.
Piece episode.
So,
This is
want
just
to
the
talk about the
One Piece
manga
episode.
first?
Yeah, you guys. do
Sure
that.
thing. So, what's going on in the manga right now?
Awesome!
Oh yeah, it's awesome. The Straw Hats are conversing with Dr. Vegapunk, who is most interested in speaking with Robin, because as it turns out, Dr.
too.
Vegapunk is in fact acquaintances, friends even, with the old master on O'Hara, the island that Robin originates from, which got buster-called by the Navy. We get to see the true Dr. Vegapunk, surprisingly, and turns out, yeah, Oda was actually stuck to the design that he kind of showed off in the silhouettes for once, vaguely. It probably went through some revisions like Oda usually does, but like honestly, I actually like this weird fucking Dr.
He's Einstein.
Vegapunk.
He's got his tongue out. It's very clever.
Yeah, he's got his like tongue hanging out and everything. He's got a gigantic, tall head, and we actually get a conversation of with some substance to it with Monkey D. Dragon, and we get a little bit of insight into the reasoning as to why he has started the Revolution Army. It's interesting, and we also find out there is a great possibility. I kind of didn't want to believe it when I found this out, that Jaguar D. Soul.
He's alive. No,
is
it's not a
alive.
possibility. He is alive.
I don't want him to be alive though.
But the
I'm
reunion
also
with
like,
Robin. And
The
they go, Dada,
reunion-
she together.
Believe
once
me, the
more.
reunion will be absolutely fantastic. But I'm almost like, it sort of like takes away from the bite of what the Buster Call is really about. You know, it's the most devastating thing that the Navy can do.
Yeah,
to
but
a place,
remember Val, dead in the One Piece sense.
Yeah.
The archaeologist is definitely dead.
You
but
ain't gonna
Jaguar-
say this
is
to
that
me.
Jaguar
you know
D.
I know.
Saul is
Sense?
dead in the One Piece sense.
Is this
Yeah.
this person we're talking about? Would this be the first we've seen him since that arc?
Since
billion
those
Yes.
fucking
ago?
since those 20 fucking flashbacks during the anime.
You're telling
Yeah, we
me
have-
that like we're 600 chapters ahead of that, and this is the first we've seen him again?
Yeah.
That doesn't take away
Also-
the bite. Holy shit!
It
Hold up.
fucking
no,
does.
They let you sit with that pain for like 500 chapters. All right, like that still hits. That was.
I'm
painful.
just saying. I don't know. I'm bitter because of the Odin arc. Like the whole Odin thing. I mean, Wano, not Odin. The whole Wano arc, where like loads of people, like for ages, have been like, getting absolutely just clapped, and then we don't see them, and they're telling, oh no, they're alive. They're fine. We got it with like Kinemon. Like only 2 people died in the Wano arc.
Yeah,
Surprisingly.
but
at
again,
least
Val, I
in,
told you, we've
in
had
the
this discussion
war.
before. One Piece
Yeah.
is just a game of cops and robbers, alright? Very few people actually die. People wish they were dead. That's usually the biggest consequence in One Piece.
Absolutely. But anyway, Jaguar D. Soul is alive and well. Or not well.
Maybe
he's
not well.
absolutely
He's all
covered in
bandaged up.
bandages.
We don't see his face. He definitely got fucked up, but
Yeah, absolutely.
good
And,
for Robin.
Good for Robin.
Also,
Robin
but
gets a
more
win.
importantly, we're combining the stories. We're crossing the streams. There are multiple reasons to go to Elbaf besides fucking Usopp's impending art climax.
Yes.
We gotta go to Elbaf. That's where the books, all the knowledge of the Void Century is in Elbaf right now.
And Jaguar D. Soul's probably going to be there.
Yep.
And after that, we cut back to Luffy and Chopper, who are trying to voice activate the robot because there's no pilot seat, and they get a reaction. And springing forth from the robot, or from somewhere potentially, because it looks like Dr. Vegapunk has fucked up in trying to teleport. But he doesn't look right. He looks older,
Yeah,
and
the top of
he
his head's
seems to have
missing.
had his head is missing, and it is replaced with what seems to be the top of an apple.
Yes.
It's the first I've ever seen this character, and I'm losing my shit.
I know, I love him. That's Dr. Vegapunk.
Yeah,
This is
that's
not
the
what I
true
expected
Dr.
from hearing you
Vegapunk.
guys talk about it.
Yeah.
Oh my god.
This is the first time everyone's seeing this
Oh,
character.
okay. Nice.
Like I was anticipating that maybe these robot replacement clones or whatever that he has would at least like somewhat have aspects.
Yeah,
of him to
I
them,
think we
but
all
no,
assumed
he-
that. I think we all assumed a wrinkly, or like a completely like wrinkly vegetable of a sneering, fucking horrifying man. And now we're seeing that Dr. Vegapunk's actually just a goofy little fella, a silly little Sammy, you know?
Mm-hmm.
Just a
it's
little
pretty
guy, Your
fucking
Honor.
cool. So
And a
it
friend
was a
of the
good
Revolutionary
chapter.
Army.
And although I wish Jaguar D Sold was dead, good for Robin. She deserves a W.
I know,
She
I
deserves a
understand.
W.
You want harder consequences, but again,
Yeah.
One Piece consequences are cops and robbers foundation here, all right?
Yeah, no, I know they are, but
You are very aware of the story you got invested into, all right? Don't
I am, but
pretend
I-
like Soul was never to
This is
show
nothing
back up.
new, yeah.
Yeah, turned to
I
ice.
could-
He didn't get fucking blown up.
You know me. I'm more. We're both more critical
Aokiji's
of
been
the
a
things we
fucking
love.
quadruple agent, all right?
True.
Okay, unless
I don't know.
unless it was the fucking lava guy.
I mean, it comes back around to like some criticism that I have of Film Red actually. So we'll get back to that. I
And, no,
guess.
and that goes to some things I love about Film Z, because
Oh.
I basically Film Red made me rewatch Film Z.
Film Z is absolutely fucking dope.
I love that movie. Like, I honestly, I mean, obviously, the Baron of Island Omatsu, or whatever. Like, movie
Matsuri,
6.
yeah.
That will always be the cream of the crop. The real debate is the other movies where they stand. And for me, it's Film Z. I think it's a complete One Piece arc in this. Like,
I thought
crammed into a movie.
I always thought you'd be more of a Film Gold guy.
Gold's fun.
I think Gold is like one of the best movies.
I think
that
it's
One Piece
good
has ever put
fun,
out.
but I think Film Z, Strong World has great character play in it, but so does fucking Film Z. Like, it's very thoughtful and introspective on the characters.
I think Strong World is more personal for the Straw Hats themselves, and especially Nami. That's why it's a good story, though, because it actually predicates on, like,
And Zed is a great character.
Nami's fear of being captured and, like, in the same situation she was with Arlong. That's why that movie, Strong World, hits so hard.
Yeah, Strong World's pretty solid, but like I said, I think Film Z just goes on top because I think Strong World is like the bar for a great One Piece film. But I think Film Z exceeds it.
I wanna say
think it's
Strong
second only to
World-
movie 6.
I think Strong World was the first One Piece film that Oda was like, let me write it for.
And it makes sense, yeah.
Yeah, because that's when he started coming in, like, personally contributing to the stories that they were writing. I think he did the same thing with this, obviously, Film Red. But
So you want to
they
get to
got
Film
the-
Red right now?
You know what? Yeah, let's get into Film Red. The
So
chapter
Film
was great.
Red,
Soul's still
for
alive.
many reasons,
Fucking
I
good
don't
shit.
know how Oda was involved.
I'm literally on the wiki page right now to get any.
I mean, it says in the
information that
credits
we need
he's
to.
the story producer. Like,
No, he isn't.
Incredible.
No, he didn't even write it. It was written by Tsutomu Kuroiwa and directed by Goro Taniguchi, who is responsible for directing, I
Love
think
Live.
most famously, Love Live. Really?
No, I have no idea. I'm just guessing based on this movie and its overall
Oh,
vibe.
well,
A
okay. Well, I'm
fanfiction
pretty
by
sure.
The writers of Love Live.
I'm pretty sure he directed fucking Code Geass. Yes,
yeah,
Code
this
Geass.
movie
Yeah.
feels aimless. I'm sorry. I think I'm gonna start with the positives, like I did with Dragon Ball Superheroes.
Okay.
I
go on.
think Film Red is really incredibly well produced anime music videos that are strung together by plot in quotations with parentheses question mark. This movie is aimless, it's meandering, it makes no sense, it's contrived, it's rendered meaningless in the end.
It's a promo film.
It is an actual anime. Like when you say anime film, I had to say like the stereotypical anime film, I would say film red. Like, I feel bad for parents. So this film, interestingly, no one gives a fuck. Movie theaters are so fucked and bereft right now. This film was unranked in the US.
Oh my god.
So anyone could just walk in and see this. So I feel so bad for all the fucking Bible Belt, Middle Eastern, I would say Middle East, Midwestern moms who just needed a break and said, hey, kids, let's go see a movie. There's the one animated movie that's out this week.
Yeah.
Let's go see One Piece Film Red. The characters look cartoony and cool. Sure, this will be an easy hour and 20 minutes. 2.5 hours later.
Oh
what
my
the fuck is
God.
this?
Like, okay, so here's the thing. Like I
Was
said,
it a 2.5 hour film?
It's like it was 2 hours. It was 2 hours and 10 minutes.
It's
but-
over
It's-
2 hours. If that tells
it
you
feels like
anything.
3 hours,
But here's
alright?
the thing. Here's why, right? So
It's
like,
115
I
minutes.
mentioned it previously that it's like One Piece, but for Love Live fans, because the premise revolves around this girl that has like a Japanese idol power. She ate the sing fruit.
And the music's great,
The
by the
music
way.
is
The
amazing.
music's fucking
Absolutely.
awesome.
No,
And the
the
animation
songs
of
are
the
the
music.
bomb.
Again, they're awesome music videos.
I'll say it's basically going to an animated concert. Like, honestly.
But I also want to
No,
assert
I
on
was
the
genuinely
animation.
glad.
What's that?
I was genuinely glad I actually got to see this in theater.
Yeah, it
Oh,
was.
me too. Oh,
only in
I would
theaters.
if I'd seen the streaming, I would not have finished it.
No, me
I
either.
would not have finished it. But the animation I want to talk about. Okay, the jig is up. Toei. This whole thing where you zoom in on the characters and squash and stretch right in front of her eyes and flip the characters and spin around the camera. The jig is up. This is not impressive anymore.
No.
This is clear. We've already said that this was a clever workaround. This was clever curtailing around the animation. It's not clever anymore. I'm tired of this.
The animation definitely drops at the middle point of the movie.
It drops from the very beginning. Like,
like
there's like
noticeably.
again, like Uta's music videos are great, but otherwise any of the action are just this is not this is a joke. This is not good. This is not good. This was cheap. This was ugh.
It didn't have the animation power as Stampede did.
The
I agree with
experience is
that.
fun. You should just walk in and just like be prepared to zone out for 2 hours. Which
Also,
you
late
know.
stage One Piece. Oh my God, there's too many characters.
Oh, I was
Yeah,
watching and I didn't even care. I was like, okay. This will
I
catch
know
me
who
up.
these characters are, and I don't
I know
even
who
care.
most of them are, but anyway, the point is like I was watching it and I was like, this is a very like it feels like Sailor Moon and the Black Dream Hole, but like if there were twice the cast, which is insane because there are 9 main
Sailor
cast
Moon
members
and the
in
Black
Sailor Moon.
Asshole?
What's that? No, the
Sailor
Black
Moon
Dream
and the
Hole.
Black
Don't be a
Asshole?
cunt. Don't be a bitch. But no, it's a very shoujo One Piece movie. I was really surprised. I was like, this doesn't feel like One Piece. It feels like a Sailor Moon One Piece crossover fanfic.
The Letterboxd reviews have made me laugh my ass off. They say
Yes.
it's Joker
This
for
is my
Joker for fatherless
girls,
women,
like-
by fatherless women.
Yup,
And I'm like,
yup.
it really is. She's just like, yeah, I'm gonna fucking just like fucking group suicide attempt here. Going to the
Wait, is
fancy
that
world.
actually?
'Cause my
wait.
dad was an asshole. Like,
Actually, can I talk about the story for a minute?
You
Can I
absolutely
yeah,
can,
go
please.
for it.
Okay, so the main story concept of this is Uta, the idol, who Steena previously mentioned, with the power of their sing through, has absolutely captivated the world with their music, utilizing a new type of
She's a streamer.
Mushi.
She's a
an
VTuber.
adorable
She's
streamer.
basically a fucking One Piece VTuber, exactly, or streamer. And
It's
and
so weird.
utilizing this new species of Den Mushi, which I believe they've then sent around the world, or people can tune in to her singing. She's captivated the world, and finally, after a couple years doing this, she announces her very first live performance, and hundreds of thousands of people show up. Regular people, pirates, even
70%
government,
of the world.
even government workers like Bluno and stuff.
Oh, you want to know?
show up
Wait,
just to
you want
watch.
to? Yeah, you want to know why I really hate this film? Because it
on.
makes me kind of like Kobe.
It makes me love
Kobe's,
Kobe.
I like
Kobe
in
stands
general.
fucking feasted on this film.
That's the thing.
I'm
I always
so
liked
angry.
Kobe in spite of him being a cop. I'm like, he is one of the good ones.
He's
man.
a good cop,
He
but I hate
really
him so
is.
much. I hate
and
him
then
so
you see
much.
this movie and you're like, he's not a cop. He's just not. He's just a good, valiant
He
man,
is.
dude. Holy shit.
But he wants to be a Marine. He needs to reject it like Deku needs to reject All for One in Hero Society. He can't do this.
Yeah, but
I mean,
Kobe's
that's
better.
why
He
I like
actively
the
works for
Navy
Lava
one.
Don't
Guy.
you put them in the
He
same
actively
camp.
works for Lava Man. This is the thing that. Okay, so clearly I'm a Dragon stan.
Yeah.
Because fucking in this chapter this week, this exact conversation happens between Vegapunk and Dragon, where they talk about how much they love Kobe so much, and Dragon wishes he wasn't a fucking cop. And Vegapunk goes, "Well, there's plenty of good people on the inside willing to change." Well, really? Why haven't they changed anything yet? Fucking years of fucking decades of oppression. And things still haven't gotten better.
Hey, it's not over till it's over. I have faith in Kobe.
That's what Dr. Vegapunk said.
Yup, exactly.
Wait, Kobe
but
didn't
yeah.
exist. Kobe doesn't exist in that conversation.
I know, we're joking. We're joking.
Oh, okay, then.
Basically,
good.
that's very close to the conversation that Vegapunk and Dragon had this week in One Piece.
Oh, pretty much. I mean,
1066.
like I said, that's why I like
That's
the
the
Navy,
difference.
because
That's the reason
everyone
why
in it has
Vegapunk's
different
not in the
opinions.
Revolutionary Army, because he's like, there's good people on the inside.
Oh.
And I'm like,
faith
Vegapunk,
in humanity.
you're
No,
actually
he's not
really
in the.
silly and
Wait.
cool.
He's not in the Revolutionary Army because they're broke ass bitches who can't fund his technology.
That's true, and that's based. That's based.
That's why he doesn't fucking work with them. He's like, no, the Navy's an organization. They can fucking pay these bills. I got child
How is
support
that
to pay.
based? Fuck that.
I got fucking 6 different personalities to feed. Let's go.
I got 6 different personalities to feed and wives. I'd marry Vegapunk with a tongue like that.
But you know what I actually genuinely loved about Film Red?
Oh, let me carry on with what I was saying then.
Okay.
Like, I love with this story analysis.
have your
So,
turn.
everyone from around the world comes in. Luffy comes in, all that, and it turns out, retcon, which is probably one of the most annoying things about this film, but it's like, whatever, I can ignore it. Spoilers, the bitch dies in the end.
No.
Off screen.
Off-screen.
She's dead. She's absolutely
Yeah, but again,
fucking
because these
dead.
films are so shadow canon, like My Hero Academia, like,
Oh, yeah.
they can't
Oh,
even
wait.
confirm her death.
Also, Big Mom. I think
Confirmed
this movie
alive
basically
in
confirmed
this
that
film.
Big Mom is basically alive. I am taking this as Big Mom is still fucking kicking.
Yeah, no, absolutely, she
yeah.
absolutely is. Also,
Shadow canon.
Katakuri fan stands still getting blue balled as fuck.
Oh yeah, absolutely.
Like Katakuri showed up, and I'm like, oh my god, BGE is going nuts, and there he goes.
yeah, pretty much. It's like, oh yeah, he got a little kick in to help Shanks. I guess it's cool. So everyone turns up, and Uta sings for them, and it's implied that after the very first song, everyone got pulled into this dream world because Uta's power is actually to lull people to sleep. And they enter this dreamlike world where Uta is in control of basically everything. She can manipulate whatever she wants, do whatever she wants. It's cool as fuck. And Luffy, I just want to say, this is one thing I really liked about Luffy was weirdly cool in this movie. I think this was actually one of the coolest he's acted in one of these movies for a while.
Because this movie's all about fucking Uta.
Yeah, the film's all about Uta, but it's also
I do also appreciate the restraint because
yeah.
there was too much emotional energy in this film, and we didn't need Luffy fucking screaming.
No.
we did not need
precisely.
that. There was enough noise in this film.
Luffy is oddly cool and collected about the situation and never really tries to fight Uta. He mostly
And
just
granted,
wants
this
to
is
talk
Emperor
to her.
Luffy now.
Yeah.
Yeah.
And also, Shanks is on the way to kick his ass if he fucks with his daughter, so...
Probably.
There's that.
So Luffy and Uta have this very strained relationship because Uta is like so happy to meet her friend again, and her original intention is to keep everyone in this dream world, pull some Heaven's Gate shit where utilizing these things called wake shrooms to keep herself awake while she is using her power so that it doesn't wear off on people. She can die and then pull everyone who is either watching the concert from home or is at the concert in person to be trapped in this dreamlike world that she can control forever. It is actually
so
a
much
it is actually a terrifying concept, and I think it is
Yes.
one of the best villain motivations or plans in a One Piece film so
It
far.
sounds
This
so
is like
much
my
sicker
favorite.
than the experience of it was, because I agree with you. Like, I thought it was a really she's a cool character. I like her.
She is. No, I
There are some things
fuck
in
with
the end
Uta
that ruined
so
that
hard.
for me, but
So
Absolutely.
this is a clearly spoiler talk, by the way,
Yeah.
audience.
Absolutely, 100% spoil. Put that in the fucking title. One Piece Film Red spoiler talks.
Because, oh my god, it's rendered meaningless when it's like she always knew what had happened to Shanks.
If that one thing were different, then it would have been amazing. She would have been one of my favorite One Piece characters in spite of
I
being
might
a
have
one-off.
missed that bit. Did she like say that?
Yeah,
I kind of knew.
She
She
goes,
knew,
I
she
knew the
knew.
whole time. Like, there's a
Well, that's
part where
bullshit,
she...
Yeah, that's so fucking dumb.
Yeah.
This movie
you probably
admittedly
erased it from memory
suffers.
because it made no fucking sense for them to put that there.
I agree with you because I feel as though the film suffers from the usual One Piece. I'm failing to remember the word, like convolution of the plot because
Well, it's
the
contrived.
thing
Like,
that
things
Oda
are
likes to
forced
do,
into action for no
like-
reason in this film.
I don't know, but like, oh yeah, I mean, you could argue that it's because she's literally hopped up on fucking drugs like the entire.
Well, that's the way they
film.
explain it. She's
so
too hot to be
acting
evil.
irrationally.
She's got to be
Yeah,
on drugs.
Yeah, she's gotta be on drugs now. That was the part that made it so dark because the Navy need to get involved naturally because they're just
Navy
getting these
comes
like
with
notifications
traumatic.
probably. Oh, this girl is on an island where there's one of these like bullshit hidden things that could cause a really tremendous problem for the world. But they're probably just getting all these reports popping up. Yeah, people are watching this concert that's going on and they're just not waking up. We don't know what to fucking do. So everyone just gets sent in to sort this out. And they come to this island and, you know, the contrast between what we get in the dream world, where it's all bright and calm and nice, and then the Navy show up, it's just grim. There are just unconscious bodies scattered across the floor, and Uta's just chilling out with a fucking basket full of these pink mushrooms
They sent a
chomping
giant
down
ass
on them.
SWAT team after one person's like personal drug abuse issue. Like straight
It wasn't
up.
though.
Yeah,
No,
but
this is
do
straight
you
up
see her
Heaven's
kick
Gate.
their ass though?
Oh yeah. Oh yeah.
They weren't
Yeah.
wrong to do it.
Yeah, no, I agree. Like, it was very well founded, but when you get right down to it, that's the plot of this movie. They sent a
Pretty
SWAT
much.
team after a singular junkie.
It's fucked. It's
But
really
no,
fucked.
like,
And
it's a great concept. It's just a shame that it was so obviously a marketing ploy for some Japanese idol, you know?
But not just that. It was just, again, let's go back to when this film was announced. Like, what, about a year ago? Whenever episode 1000 of the anime
literally
came
a
out.
year ago.
Yeah. When episode 1000 of the anime came out, they announced this film. Shanks is all over the marketing, even on the poster. The very day we go to the theater,
His fucking
Shanks is
scar
the
is
biggest
on the
character
D.
on the fucking poster. His scar is in the logo. He's barely. I'm tired of this. Stop
No, it
fucking
was-
lying.
If they had
That
cut
was
4
infuriating.
of Uta's songs, we could have gotten to the actual plot so much faster.
Stop.
And it would've been okay.
And mind you, this film is not bad because they fucking lied about Shanks.
No.
No.
But the fact is that just adds another insult to all this.
Yeah.
It's
No,
like,
I
obviously,
completely
we're
agree with you.
never gonna have real Shanks stuff until Oda fucking says so. But stop fucking lying, bro. Oh, I
Dude,
hate
yeah.
this.
Never.
Shanks
this
makes
is-
his move 10 years later.
As you know, Ivan, I was when this first got announced, and we were like talking. I think we had the original Joycast going, and we were talking
It was Saturday
about,
Jump, yes.
Yeah, it was Saturday Jump, yeah. And I was really excited about this. I was all like, oh my god, we're gonna get a goddamn Shanks film. I didn't even want Luffy in it. I would just
Yeah,
be
just
happy
focus
if
on
the Straw
Shanks.
Hat was there. You could just have the Straw Hat there. That would have been like the best thing that they would have done. Just have Luffy's Straw Hat in it, and fans can obviously, like, you know, Luffy stands can make that connection and everything. It would have been cool. But it's more about Uta, and there are at least 3 occasions where I was like, oh my god, am I gonna get a fucking Shanks fight? Like, even a brief one? That's all I want, but all we really get are cuts and clips of Shanks maybe, like, slashing his sword or jumping at something. We never actually get any
That
real
bullshit animation
substantial
again.
look.
This animation was, like, again, the music videos were great. The action was fucking terrible. It was
At least-
miserable.
I liked the first, the song Blacklight. I like that bit with
I like all the
cool-
songs.
All
Like,
the songs were
I
good.
really do. But
I
again, it's
I enjoyed the songs that I didn't even like originally when I listened to the music videos. Like
it's
I
a
can't remember the
record
band name.
label's tie-in launch for some idol's career, and it just doesn't. It's fine, I guess. Like,
It's brand synergy and it's very brilliant. It's very smart. It's fiendishly smart.
it's smart. It's really smart. But I just feel like it would have been
Two
so much
industry
better.
titans, two completely unrelated industry titans shook hands. It was Weird Al Yankovic and Madonna in their true real life romance. we watched the Weird Al biopic last night.
How was that?
biopic.
It was fucking
in
great.
Huge air
It was
quotes.
fucking hilarious.
It's
Honestly,
amazing.
It was a parody. Basically, it was
fun.
It's a complete fabrication about his life, and it was more honest than most biopics I've ever fucking
and
watched.
Daniel Radcliffe was fucking it up. He really got his like body language and everything. And
I
of course,
hate Daniel
Weird Al
Radcliffe.
himself is in it. He makes a cameo in it.
Fair enough.
But anyway, yeah, I just wish that it had been a little less front heavy on the part that wasn't One Piece, considering it was called One Piece. You know what I mean?
Yeah,
like,
I know,
put more of the
exactly.
songs in the middle. We didn't need all that shit up front. Like, it was so much.
Like, I really do think that the beginning of the film was fun. I like the song, the initial action and animation, and maybe it's because like the AMV watcher of like yesteryear Val coming out, but like, you know, I loved it when they had like the Blacklight song playing, the initial song where the fights start. In fact, I actually enjoyed the fact that Uta started a fight with Luffy, specifically because Luffy's like, well, this was really fun and good to see ya. Me and my friends gotta get going because we've got, like, you know, bitches to fucking come to drink. And
Don't be crass, Val.
and she just immediately gets hostile, which is like, why don't you quit being a pirate, Luffy? Pirates are bad guys. And
Again,
he's
it's very
like,
contrived, where it's immediately just a snap. And they're like, well, and the film explains, it's all right, she's on drugs. And it's like,
here's
man.
the thing as well.
Oh,
oh
No,
man,
she
you got me
She
there.
doesn't.
You're right, this whole film is really fucking stupid.
She doesn't even. No, here's the thing. That's another thing that I actually like about it, and I disagree on. I enjoy the fact that Uta is not a pirate. She's not someone in the Navy. She's
like
someone
this,
in the
yeah.
middle,
She's a
and
free
she
agent.
doesn't like either.
So,
of
no,
them.
so that's what, when I first, right from the very opening, when they're interviewing all the people about the pirates, I went, oh my god, this is everything Val ever wanted from One Piece. Val wants the collateral from pirates.
Yes.
I do want the collateral from pirates. Because
yeah.
you got fucking Kaido and shit fucking up an entire country.
No, you're absolutely right. Like, so that's why I immediately, as soon as the movie started, I went, oh fuck, this is what Val's always wanted from One Piece. This is gonna be fucking great. And then, then it's
Well,
just like,
hold
no,
on.
too real.
I just thought about something else I love about this movie. Like, going back to Val's point about, like, how she's acting alone without the Navy or the pirates or anything like that, is that this really captures, like, the fucking tenacity of a teenage girl with, like, a belief, you know? Like, teenage girl
Absolutely.
optimism, it's a force for evil in this movie, unfortunately.
No,
But,
it isn't though.
Like, it's
it
really
is
beautiful
entirely, like,
because you see, like, what one individual, like, is willing to sacrifice. I don't know, like, there's just something very spirited about her that I love. And, like, a lot of it comes from that autonomy that she has, you know? Like, as far as autonomous female characters, in spite of there have been some manipulation in her childhood, I don't know, it's just, she has so much, everything she does is for her own purpose. It's not because daddy wants her to, it's not even because, like, her adopted daddy wants her to. She's like, this is what I believe, I'm gonna make it happen.
Did you think that Gordon was gonna turn out to be the true villain? Because, like, the way he looks and everything, and the bit where it's like he's hamming up, where it's like, Shanks did all of this. I thought he was fucking with her. I thought he was gonna be like, I'm the true villain, but no, he turned out to just be
with her. I thought Shanks was framed, and I thought that he probably did something that was not a big fucking deal, but he believes is the reason that it happened. Like, which he kind of did. I see that guilt, so I saw that from the start. I just expected it would be for a different reason, but I never for a second thought that he knew what happened with Shanks. Like, I thought that Shanks had gone somewhere else for some reason and then been completely framed.
I was genuinely disappointed actually at one point, because I was hoping that, like, I knew it wasn't going to be the case, because that's the thing with me. There's what I know to be true, and then there's what I want from One Piece, really. Which is, like, just the constant battle that I have with myself and with Ivan,
me in
even
every
as you saw
story.
earlier. In every story.
Any story, not just One Piece. I'm like,
No,
I would have written it this way. And
It's
then,
I have a
mostly-
podcast.
I am not better, but I do have a podcast.
Me
Just,
too.
It's mostly
yeah.
It is mostly One Piece, the things that I, like, you know, really
Yeah.
want from it to, like, tackle.
Well, you've been
But,
with it for so long, you know? Like, it's very special to you, so
exactly.
of course, that makes sense.
I've been one since 2004, God.
Hell. Holy hell!
so-
I mean, I watched
but I
some
j-
initial 4Kids episodes back in the day.
Oh, everyone.
But damn.
See,
Everyone
I loved
did.
it. I loved
but
it
Val
even when
is
4Kids were doing it.
eternal.
But Val actually survived 4
Val's
Kids.
a real one. Val was with
I
it.
did. I saw One Piece, and even on 4Kids, even with the changes and the stupid fucking translations, and I genuinely just went, no, I completely fuck with this.
I fuck with this. I fuck with this till death.
Yeah, I'm like 6 years old, jumping up and down.
Anyway.
So yeah, that's right. I absolutely fucked with One Piece from 4Kids to now. I'm ride or die at this point.
Oh yeah.
Yeah, and
Yes.
but anyway, I genuinely wanted Shanks to have like gone to this Elegia, as they call it, the island of music and everything,
Yeah.
and just
pretty
fuck
fucking
and
cool,
just
honestly.
fucked the place up. I genuinely wanted him to. I know he
I
would.
agree. I think that was
There'd be a reason
I
if
think
he
that was
did.
interesting when they're like, "Hey, Shanks actually is a fucking pirate. He's a fucking emperor of the sea.
He fucks shit
He's
up
got to
when
do
he
emperor
wants
things."
Yeah.
to. If he decides he wants something, he just fucking takes it. That's the pirate way, you know.
Like he's definitely a great, morally great character, and we didn't get that. 'Cause Shanks not allowed to be imperfect.
But here's the thing.
He's too hot.
No, here's the thing.
It's
Here's the
true.
thing, though.
He was also on drugs.
In fact, it'll bring you to tears with the moment they show you Shanks becoming a father. I will say that. I was
True.
like, he's just this awkward little 19-year-old boy, and he's like, oh my god, there's a baby here. Guess I love it forever now. I'm like, shit,
Guess I've imprinted because it's imprinted on me.
I love
Exactly.
that.
It's
I love that for both of them.
It's what is it? But I also think that this movie is basically a big fucking middle finger to anyone that is still like, Shanks is evil. He's been fucking with Luffy for years. Everything that he's done is a
Never thought
coordinated
that.
plan.
Again, he's just morally great to me. I
Yeah.
think there's just more complexity to Shanks.
I
Unfortunately, we're getting a peak, but still not nearly enough as we should have at this point.
Oh, I agree. I mean, there's implication that Shanks is like a snitch or something. Or he's definitely working with the 5-star elders because man can just walk into reverie without anyone batting an eyelid.
Right?
Yeah, that's a good point.
Which is more interesting than anything because it's like, really, the guy, the apprentice, probably the most notable person who is left over from Goldie Roger's crew is colluding with the government that Goldie Roger, I assume, fucking hated.
There's such thing as a double agent, alright? Like,
Yeah, yeah, we've got enough of that from Aokiji. I think Shanks is like genuinely like got some, I don't know, fucking 40
It's just- I don't- anything I've
that
seen
would
from
be
Shanks now-
devastating and hopeless an ending, I think. I don't know.
It just makes me wince. The predeterminism right now that I'm getting from late stage One Piece, because that's what I'm calling it now. Like we called it. We have One Piece, New Piece, and now I have late stage One Piece right now that we're in. Like this is One Piece's.
That's absolutely true. This is the new way that they do films now. Instead of having like all these original characters or anything in a completely wholly original location, wherever they go, we instead fill out the cast with people that we know.
And we gotta add, and we gotta add
sort of has a
some wrinkles
consequence
to
of
their
making the
story right
world
now
feel
because we're not gonna
it-
cover it because basically because
That- well, that's-
when a mangaka says, "Hey, I'm ending the series," they're fucking serious about that. They might be lying about how long it takes, but they are serious about that, and they start rushing.
If there's something I did have, okay, there's two things. If there's something I had to complain about, I didn't like how the characters seemed to just be popping up where they kind of needed to be. So
Well,
it'd be stuff
Traffy,
like
especially.
Brooke and Nami and all of them. Oh yeah,
Traffy
yeah.
again?
You know
What's
I'm
Beppo,
sick
so
of.
that's the sound.
I am-
is
Okay,
just a little
Beppo was
king
fucking
in the-
hilarious.
Beppo.
That shit was like, but
I'm sorry.
I'm sorry, but the writer in me, oh my god, that hurt my balls. They did have a three-parter. Every time they'd say fucking Beppo's name or Uda, his little light show would go off. They never had a part 3 for that joke,
Yeah.
and I walked out of the theater, and like my fucking ball sack hurt as a writer. I was like, oh my god,
Like
you
that
can't.
episode of-
There has to be a part 3.
Oh my god.
Your balls were like that episode of South Park where Randy's intentionally getting cancer in them, and you were just like, oh, I need
It's
to
just
unroll.
like, no, there needs to be a part 3 of that
Please.
fucking joke, dude. Oh my god. It was so fucking funny.
Steena had to help you get your balls in the car to
Basically.
get home.
True, it's true.
Oh my god.
I did love that. That's some okay. That's exactly what I mean though. I think some of the like side characters had really great moments. I liked
Yeah, Bluno.
being
Like,
there.
haven't
Bluno
seen.
was-
I'm glad
Bluno-
Luffy put a good word in for him. He didn't lose his job. after fucking Annie's lobby, Luffy said, "Hey, this guy's actually pretty strong. Like, it's not his fault. I kicked his ass. Like, don't be. He should still. He should still have a job at fucking what's it? Fucking Cypher Pole.
CP Cypher Pole, yeah. He might do. I mean, Khalifa.
Yeah, Khalifa was there as well. We got a little bit of Lucci.
Yeah,
Lucci is a really cool bird that has a fucking trench coat.
Yeah, just briefly. Also Chibified or whatever the fuck happened to
Bluto and Beppo,
like,
and again,
Uta.
more pointless things. Again, that Steena's talked about how the fact that this was clearly just all market. The fucking Thousand Sunny gets an annoying fucking mascot that is completely meaningless.
A lot of people
utterly meaningless. Again, another creature that does not have a part 3.
Well,
part 3. He shows up, then he rides on Luffy's shoulders, and then we never fucking see it again. We never see it again. It's there for marketing.
I know what you mean.
That would have been so fucking sick.
Okay, wait. Okay, but bear this in mind. Bear this in mind. Bear this in mind. Bear this in mind. No other ship got a chibified little mascot version. I believe that's not Sunny. It's the fucking Claw Hador, like the fucking.
It's nothing. It's the dream world illusion of something.
No, it's the ghost.
It's the ghost. So remember the going Mary?
The little spirit that like repairs itself in the ship. Yeah,
it's the spirit. It is the spirit of the ship. It's not actually the ship.
How sick would it be?
No, here's the thing.
If the ship had a fight in this movie.
No, but again, Val,
they're gonna anthropomorphize
the Thousand Sunny is fucking stupid. If the going Mary, if the going Mary was in the dream world, it'd be a hot fucking VTuber in its own right.
Yes,
it'd be all over Usopp's dick nose.
Look.
She's like, oh, Usopp, finally we can touch grass together.
And he would be oblivious.
Will be.
And you know what I mean by touching grass. Your grass, Usopp.
No, we're literally, don't worry, we are literally getting that in One Piece Odyssey coming out January 13th.
I don't care. I don't
care
about Monkey D. Luffy.
Streaming on beautiful Valentine's channel in January.
I guess I will have to be there for that.
What is it? Like...
It's just a One Piece fucking
you
Dragon
have to
Quest
be there for
fucking.
Oh, that's
pretty
fun.
much
With reused assets, like there's nothing original.
Shit, that's
it's just
awesome.
alright. We're being Alabasta and all these. We're not gonna make new places because this is Bamco Namco. We don't have a budget for creativity.
So is it
I know it's upsetting.
No,
I'll cry.
It's fucking 3D RPG.
Well,
by the way,
uses
Ivan,
Dragon Quest assets.
I don't like that.
By the way, Ivan, are you saying that you love Kobe? Do you both
I
love Kobe because like because you literally dress like him, Ivan, in your casual clothes?
I do not have a pocket protector. No, I do not dress like that.
He just wears shorts.
You dress like him. I've seen you tie your fucking.
I don't wear long white socks. What the fuck?
That's true.
I do not tie a sweater around my as much as I
though if you had a.
I swear I've seen you tie a sweater around yourself.
I guess I would. Like the only thing
because it has the same energy as your hat. Is that what it is, Val? It's just the shorts and the hat energy, I think. Because the shirt is are correct, not even close.
You know, this is not close. Like I sense the spirit of it, but no.
It's the Japanese version of what that might look like, I think.
No, not even that.
He's like, do not compare me to this cop.
I actually loved as well how like even the main characters bounced off some of the side characters. Like one of my favorite bits had to be where Nami is like shouting at Mira, being like, "Brule, I know you're fucking there. You're never gonna see your family again if we all fucking die." And she like lets down the mirror. She's like,
that was a cute moment.
That was cute as fuck. I love Brule.
I think this is the first I've met Brule. Is that right, Ivan? When did she first show up?
Yeah, you haven't gotten to Whole Cake Island.
Yeah, I watched Whole Cake Island.
So this was my first exposure to her, and she's fucking. I like her.
The first, like, genuinely, like, I know people will fucking lynch me for that, for fucking, like saying that Whole Cake Island is the only, like, good New Piece arc. When clearly there's Dressrosa, but Dressrosa was way too fucking long.
You've mentioned that before.
Dressrosa was way too long, which is why I'm looking so forward to watching that in One Piece.
I'm reading the manga for the next couple hundred chapters.
Good luck.
I'm gonna do Fishman Island, and then I don't know what comes next.
Every new outfit was kind of fucking fire.
Also contrived. They don't even explain. There's like, you're like pirates, so you should dress like pirates, and then they put in the film, fucking original fucking clothes.
I straight up like that. No, I actually loved that fucking transformation.
Honestly. That would have been fine.
No, I loved that.
And don't get me wrong, the costumes are sick.
They do fuck, but like, why are they there?
I go
Because
back
they're
to
fucking
Strong
pirates.
World, where they dress like the fucking mafia because they have to make a statement.
Yeah.
Hey, we have to, like, hey, fuck this pirate. We need to fucking get all of the drip. We need to drown these men in our drip. Like, I like there's a purpose
Not
to
only
that.
did they bring the drip, they brought the fucking firepower. Luffy was like firing shotgun
They
shells.
had
Val,
guns.
hang on. I have a question right now, because Val, what is your overall feeling on this movie? If you have to rate it out of 5.
It's like a 3
That's about what I would say.
out of 5. It's about
It's a
about
2
a
for
3.
me.
Look, I had fun.
Yeah,
I had
exactly.
fun with it but like it pissed me off because, like, you know, obviously the Shanks stuff, and it was nice seeing Shanks and everything, but then it's like there were like 2 occasions where I thought, am I going to get a glimpse of what like Shanks can actually do and stuff? That'd be really cool when the Navy surrounded him at the very end and he protects like Luffy and Uta's dead body and everything. And it's just and I fucking hate Fujitora for this. I love Fujitora because he's like the best admiral, but I'm a green ball boy. I love green ball.
I can just feel.
But it was just disappointing. But what I did love about this film, actually, is the way that it used the concept specifically so that Luffy and Shanks do not meet. They fight the Demon of Song at the very end in separate worlds and everything. Luffy doesn't actually meet him. It's implied that Zoro actually met him, I think, because Zoro was awake, and I think they said that they carried him to the ship and stuff. And it's the way that Luffy looks back, clearly sees Shanks, like the guy that inspired him, mourning over his daughter with the rest of the crew, and he doesn't say a fucking thing. He doesn't like scream, "Till we meet again, Shanks," or
being
something like
Because
that.
Luffy is stoic and cool.
Well, it's not just
Like
that.
Luffy was stoic
He's
and cool.
emotionally intelligent. We've talked about this before. He's not going to interrupt this man mourning the death of his daughter
No,
to be a fucking
exactly.
douchebag or rowdy kid.
Exactly.
You know? But
I loved it because the film just ended with not a single fucking word. It's just Luffy turning around, looking out to the open sea, and then it's just film red.
Yeah, but no. But then the post credits, where we do get the part 3 for the Thousand Sunny, where Luffy goes, "Thousand Sunny, say more of your stupid Thousand Sunny fucking lines."
Yes.
And then the Thousand
Yeah,
Sunny
and-
goes, and Luffy goes, "I'm gonna be king of the pirates."
Yeah.
And then it ends, and it's and someone in the fucking theater went, "What the fuck?"
what the fuck is this?
Oh, dude, I wish so much I had like a packed cinema, but like there was
We
like
didn't.
me.
It was,
my
like,
friend,
scattered.
and
We
two other
saw.
people.
There
we
were
saw.
more people than I expected to be there. I will say that.
Here's the thing. This movie did great. This was number 1
They
in the
said
box
it was
office.
number 1.
We saw it late on a Sunday. All right, we're in bumfuck Michigan.
and
we saw
there
it
were
late
a
on a
bunch of
Sunday.
people there for it being late on a Sunday in bumfuck
Yeah.
Yeah.
Michigan. But okay, so because we're running up on time, I will say my final impression, like you said, Val, I think I had fun. I can feel in my bones that it's gonna, in the future, just be a comfort movie that I put on in the background while just binging Magic the Gathering online games. Like,
I listened to the soundtrack again. That's what I did.
yeah, I was gonna say the soundtrack's fucking
That's what I did as
excellent.
well.
I can see myself just
Absolutely
zoning out with
fucking
it,
slaps.
but I don't think I would ever like suggest it as like, oh, we should do this for movie night, guys. We should watch this tonight. I really want to see it again and pay close attention.
To every detail or
Yeah.
lack thereof,
I will
because
never do this.
90% of the film is a close up on Frankie's neck.
You're making
As it
me
should
feel.
be, it's a
You're
good
making me
neck.
feel
It's a
dumb.
good neck.
'Cause I would.
Nah, I was
was-
watching the. I also peeked into Strong World. I miss old Frankie so much.
Oh, dude, old Frankie is like the fucking best. You make me feel silly, admittedly, because I was literally going to see this twice. I was going to go see it in dub with another friend who wanted
Guess
to see
who
it.
plays
and then he
Uta
was
in
like,
the dub, Val? That
I literally-
YouTube singer
I'm
or
a-
something.
That YouTube singer
Yeah.
who fucking
I-
copyright
I
strikes us
lit-
every time we
dude.
upload a fucking Smash Bros video. Because she fucking
I
copyright World of Light. I'm sure
literally-
Nintendo appreciates that.
Oh my god.
I literally called it, like, the instant where it was like, this singer, the original singer in Japanese, is someone who made their career on YouTube and, like, fucking skyrocketed because they are a genuinely
original
super
was?
fucking talented.
Ado.
Ado is amazing.
But that
Ado is
being said, though,
amazing, so I
oh my
was like-
god, I get a testament to how fucking cheap the localized anime industry is. The fact that they got a fucking
Oh, yeah, they
singer for the
didn't.
English dub, and they're
then
like,
didn't
we're not gonna wait another month to get the licensing to do fucking English tracks.
Which is such a disappointment.
Yeah, but But then she wouldn't get to post the songs on her YouTube channel and make money off of that.
Well, those were covers and other like fun things.
Yeah.
But they should have done it officially.
Yeah, absolutely.
No, I agree. It would have
They
been very
had
cool
a
if they did it
powerhouse on
officially,
their
but-
hands.
Because
like,
she would have
Annalise
made
does it all.
she would have made more money, honestly.
Yes, absolutely.
Look, welcome to the Crunchyroll era.
We
Now, I
mean
need to ask
welcome.
you
We've
both.
been here. This is just old Funimation with a new coat of paint.
Which Straw Hat had the best concert
Which
drip?
One
Concert
Piece?
drip?
Which
all-
Straw Hat got the best head?
Got the best head or
It's
gave
gotta be-
the best head?
Yeah, I guess so.
Like,
But no, who had the best drip? Zoro's. I fucking love the ascot. I'm sorry. Leather
Oh,
jacket
oh,
with
no,
the
the
ascot.
ascot.
Oh,
No.
fucking fuck me up.
that's
Wait,
when
no.
it-
I'm
that's
That's
talking
when-
steady,
concert,
that's
not
steady,
pirate
dude.
drip. Not pirate drip, concert
Concert
drip, because
drip?
I'm absolutely going
I
for
don't remember
Usopp
the concert
dressed as
drip.
fucking Kiss.
I
How
thought
do
it
you
was
not remember
silly and
Usopp
cute,
dressed like he's
but-
in Kiss?
Oh, he sings. Did you watch it subbed?
I watched it sub.
We watched it dubbed, so Sunny Straight just starts singing fucking Kiss at one
Yeah,
point.
he really does.
Wait, really?
Yep.
Yeah.
That's
This
interesting.
is why you
all
should
the
watch
dads,
dubs too,
all the
man.
dads in the audience came at once.
I
All two
know,
of
here's the thing, I was confused because I remember when I saw someone like post on Twitter and it was like the first spoiler that I got for the film, the voice actor for the Demon of Song in dub. I was surprised the Demon of Song doesn't say jack shit in the sub.
yeah, it's taught
No.
music.
They just
over
added
there.
in like, roaring,
But it
I
was a
guess,
good-
or however
was
the
a
fuck it
fucking
was.
banger track though.
Yeah, when Uda said dunk, that fucking I just fucking shook me, dude. Dude, when so we were watching it dubbed, so the songs are subbed. They just started showing a freaking fucking old Norse font.
Yes. It was the younger Futark, so I couldn't read all of it, but I was like, oh shit, this is badass.
Yeah, dude. I was like, I looked at Steena like, oh my god, Steena's gonna fucking go.
I was like
feral.
squinting. I'm like, oh my god.
Steena's gonna
what
try to
does it
start
say?
fucking deciphering it.
Also, I
She's gonna
actually,
tell the projectionist to fucking freeze the movie
Yeah.
so we can fucking.
I
Stop
actually-
it. Stop the French.
pirate drip, by the way, I thought Brooke looked the fucking best. He's got a big spiky afro. You can't see like his
Brooke
bottom
always
jaw
looks
over
sick
his
as fuck.
collar. He also has an ascot. So, actually,
Yeah,
everyone
but
looked
Zoro
fucking
has
sick.
a leather jacket too, and that's
Zoro had the
taste.
black leather jacket with the white ascot. I'm sorry, just the simplicity. all right?
Stealing his look. I'm stealing his look. I'm stealing all his
Sick.
looks.
Look, everyone looked good in the film. The main Straw Hats
Yeah.
especially. Like, I even liked fucking Usopp's like frog hat with like the eyes on the side of it and the zip going up the middle of it.
Oh, you know where the best drip? That jacket that Uda had at the
The
very
beginning jacket, I want it so bad.
That was such a bun design. Oh,
it was
my
so
gosh.
Cute.
Is that the white
That
and
jacket
pink
is
one?
sick.
The white and
Yes,
pink one?
yes.
Yeah, with the
hood.
big hood. That's
Oh, I
fucking
love it.
sick.
I
It is
love
cute
it.
as fuck.
So many anime jackets I need.
I will also say, this is actually the quickest a new One Piece movie has come out for a while, because usually we gotta wait at least 3 to 4 years.
No, again,
for
yeah,
another
that's why
One
I
Piece
said,
film.
like, wow, finally, anime's finally getting normalized. Anime films are now finally normalized in American movie theaters, and this shit comes out. Oh my god, I hope they didn't pull a 4 Kids on us and they
Yeah.
fucking we take 1 step forward and 2 steps back.
Yeah.
Because
Like I wish that Demon Slayer, as much as I fucking don't like the philosophy behind Mugen Train's release as a film, at least that was like, I wish that had been a more widespread release.
We're just in the
Absolutely.
same place
I
with movies
wish
that we were with Elfen Lied.
I
years
wish
back.
that was the film that normies got exposed to, was Mugen Train. Because I think that would have changed a lot of perceptions, because Dragon Ball superheroes sure as fuck didn't, and this sure as fuck is not
But
gonna
here's the
change
thing.
perceptions.
If you were not watching the squash and stretch shit with One Piece this whole time and having all these preconceptions,
no, as a
about One
normie,
Piece,
this is still the worst it ever looked.
I don't-
This,
No,
this,
I-
this looked
yeah.
confusing as fuck.
It
is
show
confusing.
the normies that scene from One Piece like 2 weeks ago with Yamato versus Kaido.
But they won't be pissed about Shanks because they don't know who the fuck this guy is.
Well, they don't know what the
They
fuck's
won't
going on
have
at all.
Exactly. Going into it as a standalone thing,
This
as a
is
normie,
too much. This is
it's
too
the
much.
First, like,
Even the
it's-
music video is too much for them.
I don't think so. I don't know.
Again, I show them Mugen
I'm not
Train.
saying they're not smart, but what I am saying
I-
is like this is so much less disappointing if you are not already a One Piece
Show
fan.
them Mugen Train. Hell, show them fucking My Hero Academia World Heroes Mission.
My point
Didn't
is,
you
it's
kinda
not
hate
a
that
bad
movie?
film if it's your first exposure to the series.
No, I think
not an accurate
I think
exposure,
World
but-
Heroes Mission is a fucking bum story. It's the Jujutsu Kaisen of anime films. The story is boring.
In all
but
fairness,
it's got
the
some damn good characters, and the animation is fucking incredible.
I'm about to make Ivan angry. See, Ivan, I kind of thought
I'm already
this-
angry.
He's pissed right now. He's
That's my
shaking.
secret,
But this,
Cap.
but I know
right
how to make him angrier right now with just saying this. When I was in the cinema, Ivan, like thinking on it, I was kind of like, this is like the Pokemon movie 3 of One Piece.
You shut your whore mouth.
No, he's got a little bit of a point.
What do you mean?
We have a girl that creates a dream world and gets people involved. Structurally, it's not as good. No.
I was about to
No,
be-
no, it's not as good. No,
I
I'm
made
just saying
Steena
structurally.
mad. Oh, God.
We're having an Eyes of Tammy Faye argument. Where Eyes of Tammy Faye and
Yeah,
Elvis are the
okay.
same film.
It's
But
just
one
that-
is clearly better.
Yeah.
No,
I
absolutely.
was saying Pokemon 3 is great. Like,
Yeah.
but
It is
again,
great.
We're talking about structure.
Sailor Moon movie, fucking Pokemon movie. There are things that do this better, 100%. I will not argue with that at all. I'm just saying that I would rather their first exposure to anime, if a film's gonna come over, be this and not like, God forbid, an Urusei Yatsura movie that might come out someday. Like,
Oh,
you know,
it will. It will.
This is a fine first exposure to start normalizing this shit. It doesn't have to be another Spirited Away. You
No.
know, that's all I'm saying.
Fair enough. You know what? Fair enough on that
Yeah.
front. I get that. I'm just like, show the Muga Train first, please.
No, absolutely.
Because if
No.
you show them this
They'll get
Uda
to
shit,
it.
you're gonna just scare people. You're gonna fucking scare people.
Kids are gonna love it.
Yes, of course the Zoomers are gonna love it, but guess what?
And another generation of anime
But
consumers
who's taking the
is
Zoomer?
born.
But who's taking the Zoomers to the theater though?
We are.
I know
Like,
it's impossible.
our generation is taking the Zoomers to the theater. Big siblings.
We can't
and
afford
young
kids.
parents. No, not you and me, literally.
No,
Like,
that's still our generation. Our generation.
There are plenty of millennials with children.
Our generation right now has babies right now. Yes.
What about the older ones that are like almost 40? This is a wide generational net.
That's true.
Yeah. Anyway, we're getting way off topic right now.
Well,
The
that's why
point
it's a
is-
sign to time to go.
Yeah, exactly. You do the readout, man. I don't know how you.
Well, I was
do
just say
things.
everyone's final thoughts. Like, I think Steena really likes it. Val's mid on it, and I don't like it.
I don't really like it. I like it and had fun, and I do like that it's introducing a
I
little
would
shoujo
read-
touch
I'm
to
just,
Look,
it.
I'm just happy that
I-
you and Val are getting along and
I-
enjoy something.
I would
That's
rewatch.
why I like this film.
I would be happy
Because two
to
of my favorite
rewatch.
people
I
have
would be
common ground
happy.
again.
Something for
I would be
once.
happy to rewatch like the first 40 to 50 minutes of that film
I just like the
Because
beginning.
that-
I watched
because
the
that's-
intro.
Yeah.
because that's where I fucking loved it the most. When it got to
I like
the
the
end
first
and
music
it's
video,
like
and that's where I stop.
dude, I'll admit I kind of let
give
out
us
a
a
little
film
like
that's just
when Luffy and Shanks just did one big punch together and
We need a
everything.
Snyder
It's
cut.
One Piece. It's the big punch show. But I don't know. I still enjoyed myself. I don't feel like I wasted my money, and I genuinely thought about this film for like all week in like preparation
No, I
for
didn't
talking
do
about
that.
it. Like, because I was really like conflicted. I was genuinely like, I'm confused on how I feel about it because I think it had a really strong start. I love the plot. Uta is like one of the most compelling fucking villains in terms of like the way that she is like doing this stuff from a One Piece film that I've seen in a really long time. And yet it also had all the same trappings that I dislike about some One Piece films. Like, let's be honest, Luffy basically fought a giant robot for like the third, fourth time in a row or something. You know?
Hell yeah, he did.
Yeah. There's like, as a One Piece fan, absolutely fucking adore it. As a general film, I'm like, yeah, no, it's absolutely flawed as hell. But
Very flawed.
at the end of the day, I'm a One Piece fan, so it's like I still had fun. So yeah, Ivan's right. I am pretty like mid on it when you really get into it.
Yeah, I'm erring on the side of don't like, and the rest of you are mid to like, and I think
Yeah.
that's completely fair. I think that's fair to this film. But yeah, we're well over time. We need to run. Audience, listen to these backwards echoes. If not on Patreon,
Yeah.
it's going to be available free across all podcast platforms. Friday, November 18th. Be there.
I will
listen to
cry.
it. Listen to it while you're playing Pokemon Scarlet Violet.
Hell yeah.
Oh yeah.
And Will, an editor who's sitting next to me right now, play the trailer for these backwards echoes.
Right after
Right
this?
now.
Okay.
Play the
yeah.
trailer. Like, send us off on the trailer for these backwards echoes.
You fucking got it. Let's go. Let's go.
If you're hearing this, I regret to inform you that the rumors of society's collapse have been greatly exaggerated. When there was more ambiguity about the future of the human race, there were some people that were very invested in avoiding extinction. Hello, from the year 2068. and I guess from the so-called end of the world, too. I have to be honest, this apocalypse you guys predicted ain't what it's cracked up to be. Who can tell me 2 things Connolly's Friv Act accomplished for the nation?
Someone said the solution it presented was the ultimate moral act.
And that solution was...
Human eradication! Just say it, Christ.
I don't know how I thought we stood a chance.
It's too late. The signal's arrived. It's time we let the world know that the struggle is finally over. We can finally stop fighting. And that's that.
Haven't you heard? We're out of choices. It's hopeless. They won't listen.
You said it's never hopeless. There's always a choice.
Some of our families are smaller today. Some of us are gonna be sleeping in empty beds tonight.
My family has done nothing but try to make the world a better place. And the world is nothing but ungrateful.
Please, whatever it is you have to say, keep saying it.
Mind the gap as you exit our podcast safely. Rebuild of Joycast is hosted by Ivan LeRoy and Valentine Stokes. LeRoy's written and directed works can be found on the JoyRide Entertainment YouTube channel and the soon-to-be-released original web manga, PARAMEDIC. Val's dulcet tones can be heard in many of your favorite anime and web series, such as RWBY, Death Battle, Tribe 9, Lackadaisy Cats, and more. This episode was edited by Steena Carey, with YouTube version edited by Cody Rock. Music provided by Lofi Geek. Intro and outro narration by Steena Carey. Outro music composed by Michael Pejovich. Logo and visuals designed by Ivan LeRoy. Rebuild of Joycast is produced by JoyRide Entertainment and Rock Voice Productions LLC, and made possible thanks to Patreon donations from generous listeners like you. This month's highest tiered Patreon producers are Austin, Mr. Host, Gooner Bear, MerryBowTie, and Hope D. Cruz. If you would like your name shouted out at the end of each podcast, an invite to our private Discord to interact with fans, cast and crew, or early access to all of our content, be sure to check out JoyRide Entertainment's Patreon. Links provided in the description. Thank you for keeping JoyRide's engine burning.